Grand Rising, wonderful souls, and welcome to Bronwen's Cove Tarot. This is a timeless collective reading on what is coming forward. If you are a new face, welcome, and it's good to have you. If you are an old face, welcome back, soul family. You know how it goes. Just giving you a little bit of incense for everyone. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and your subscribes. I truly appreciate them all. I have quite a few messages because I had it was a weird dream download. It was really layered, and I'm so glad that I got my voice recorder out and just talked into it because I didn't remember it properly, and I just listened to it again. I'm going to be ringing my bell. So if you do not like the sound of the bell, or if it's too harsh for your ears, please turn down your listening device now. Okay. So, in this dream download, there was someone moving through different dimensions. They were gathering. We have multidimensional aspects. We have our subtle bodies, and then we have multidimensional aspects, and each aspect can be in a different dimension. But the reason why I'm finding it difficult to explain what I saw is because it was going into alternate dimensions where there are alternate versions of ourselves, if that makes sense. So there will be another Bronwen in the next dimension, which it's not next to us, it's layered on top, doing the same thing, but she may be wearing a pink top and her skin maybe she's half Chinese, you know. And I don't know if I'm going to explain this properly. What I saw though was that there were 5 people. Well, there's 5 people who were repeating. They had a repeated thought. It was a repeated pattern or they were saying something. And there was a need to follow. You had to pick one of them. Or there's an aspect of one of your multidimensional aspects needs to choose one of them as a guide, because they're going to lead you home. There's been a lot of messaging coming through about a missing memory or gaps in people's memory, and what I was shown is that it's stuck. There's a memory that's stuck in one of your multidimensional aspects, so it's in another dimension. And I got shown a fork in the road. There's something here about how all of the realities that are squished together, the ones that are closest to us, everyone's more or less doing the same thing, but then there's a fork in the road where there's a choice or something else happened. And I feel like whatever dimension is right next to us, they have that memory that you don't. That aspect is so close and yet so far. And what I was told, because what I remember it's so hazy as well, but what I remember from this is it was like traveling through different dimensions, and it was black, and I could just see these 5 people, and some of them were teenagers, and I remember I had the choice of which one I chose, and I chose the youngest, and I think it's because the multidimensional aspect for many of us is vulnerable, or it's something that's been stuck in another dimension. This is why we haven't been able to find it here, because whoever it is that took that memory or blocked that memory, put it in another dimension with an aspect of us that is similar to the aspect of someone else in another dimension, and they've mixed it up in some way. And the way to get it back is, I heard, through frequencies. Now I know that's really vague and weird, but that's what came through. And I remember when I was looking at this kid, I don't know what she was saying. I don't know, it was repeated. It was repeated. It was almost like a mantra or something was being said, or it's almost like affirmations that you say to yourself. And this person wasn't looking at me. I could only see their head. Everything else was dark. It was reminding me of Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, when it just shows their heads, Galileo, Galileo, and it was off to the side. And each one of them, as they were speaking or as they were repeating things, it was either coming out as a shape, or it was coming out as a sound, but I couldn't hear the sound. It was almost like seeing sound waves. and the shapes were white, like it was a negative of a photograph. And when I looked at hers, the one I got really pulled to hers, they were bubbles. They were like little orbs. And I knew that I had to follow the orbs. So I followed these orbs. And as I went to grab the orb, because I started to see like light, as I grabbed the orb, I woke up and I had my actual crystal sphere, which is an orb the same size, in my hand, and it's amethyst. So it's all to do with crown chakra. I feel like there is this memories coming back to someone, but I heard it's going to take effort. Now with the frequencies, this may be someone tuning into a specific frequency to help them bring this this aspect of themselves back. Okay, I'm gonna dive into that and just see where that goes, because that was so vague. Yes, so that's the theme of the reading today. I've been told to go over here. Let's have a look. Tell me about this. Now you've got here delusion. Intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion, and this is telling me that there's something here about someone has placed. I had an element of surprise over someone's third eye, because this is crown chakra. Some sort of spell or something was done to block memories from a child. And I'm getting that it was like 12, 13, maybe younger, because the kid that I saw was really young. They were young, but they felt wise. Humility is upside down. Allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. Upside down. So I don't know if you had to be hyper independent when you were young, or if you were left to your own devices. Clearing is upside down. Yeah, there's something that needs to be cleared. There's an aspect, there's a multi-dimensional aspect of oneself that is tethered. It's been tied, or it's been bound to be quiet. I don't know. That's why with that delusion energy, when I was in the ethers, I've never had it where everything's just black. It's like whoever it is that has bound this person, whoever it is, could be you collective, they don't want you to know which dimension it's in. 7th, 9th, 12th, 50th. They don't want you to know, because if you know, then you'll find the right frequency to call that back in. So I keep hearing there's a code or a key code that keeps coming up. Because clearing's in reverse. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mind to God's, such freedom. Yeah, there's some sort of attachment. What's the attachment? What's the attachment? Let me see. White eagle, ancestor spirit, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Okay, so this is guidance on how you let go of something, how you untie this. So you've definitely got ancestors around you that want to talk to you to help let her go, him go, them go. It's been tied purposely and put in another dimension. There's wisdom that needs to come through here. Someone tried to sacrifice. They did something when someone was a child. You have sacrifice. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love, and it's upside down. So there is definitely this energy of resistance, of pushing against. And they've placed this in one of these dimensions. This was done when someone was very young. Because a lot of these cards are coming up are about surrender, and they're all in reverse. You also have inner power. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done, in reverse. And this for me is solar plexus. This is the inner child. And the last one is grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. We've got the goat coming out. So this is to do with your, I heard your inheritance, but this is income. This is money. Removing something, I feel like removing whatever it is that's tied to this multi-dimensional aspect, integrating it back in. And the thing is, we don't integrate it back into ourselves. We give that to our monadic self, our soul, which will then integrate that back into our physical being when we need it, or when it's divine timing. This is going to ground you. I heard this is the piece, the missing piece of the puzzle. You may have an ancestor that's an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Let me see, you want me to go for that one? Let me see. Tell me about this. Compassion's coming out and expression. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love and peacefulness. This is what it's going to bring in. More compassion and peacefulness, but you have expression in reverse. Something's being blocked purposely. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love, because love is the highest vibration that we have. I want to put this down here. Something's been bound to someone's heart. Why? Satisfaction in reverse. You let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. This is about control. It's control because you're an empath. They may have known from very, very young age the power that you held within your heart space. You feel and understand the emotions of another in service of love. This is about control. There literally is an aspect of someone here that has been bound and like gagged in some way. Let's dig a bit deeper, shall we? 1 or 2, 3. Let's have a look. Let's see. Tell us how we get to this multidimensional aspect. Tell us how we do this. Because I keep hearing the frequencies. The frequencies. I feel like they're going to come as a download, but I don't feel like it's just going to be like, ah ha ha, and then it's there. I feel like there is inner work to do for it to be kind of given. Or the way that I remember that dream download was that as I was following, I chose out of all of those people that were there, I chose the child. And I don't know if that's because there is a portion of the collective that need to look at their inner child. For others, it could be the way that they, you know, how you reparent yourself or reparent your inner child. Or maybe there is something, I had an access code for others later on in life. Because each of them, they were at varying ages, but they were all between, I'd say, the age of like 12 to maybe 21. Yeah, 12 to 21. And each of them, that, like I said, what was coming out of their mouth was different. Each one of them was different, and I only focused in on 2, but I knew the other 3 that something was different. So 1 was sound and 1 was shape. I heard the other 3 are more irrelevant, and it might be because that would then be for, I'm hearing other multidimensional aspects or other like alternates. Because we have all of these dimensions that are laid on top of each other, almost like a sponge cake, but they're so compressed that I don't want to go into it too much, because I've got this noted down about the Mandela effect and my understanding of the Mandela effect. So I'm going to leave it there, because I'm going to do that in the next reading, because that came out as well. The last 3 weren't as important because they're not as connected to you or to your monadic soul. Yeah, exactly. We've got the Page of Swords coming out to the Page of Wands, but someone didn't want you looking at or exploring any of your multidimensional aspects. They didn't want you knowing this memory, so they didn't even keep it in this realm. They literally didn't even keep it in this realm. Which realm did they put it in? What realm is this memory in? Sixth. Page of Pentacles. The sixth. But the thing is as well is that that's upside down. The thing is, Six of Wands is to do with victory. It can be to do with marriage. It can be to do with union. And that's a portal. That's literally a portal there. And that's upside down. So I don't know if that is the sixth dimension going upwards, or if that's the sixth dimension going downwards. Okay. Four of Swords. The only way to access it is through your dreams. Or through your crown chakra. Interesting stuff. Tell me more about this sixth dimension. Temperance. And Seven of Pentacles. Interesting. So this is a balanced, this happens through healing or through alchemy, because this angel has 1 foot on land and 1 foot in water. This can probably be accessed then through meditation. It doesn't have to be accessed through astral projection. Because this is about regulating our nervous system, regulating our emotions, regulating, you know, all the different systems that we have in our body, while still being connected to God, to Allah, to divine source. I feel though like this is what I mean by this memory or this gift, because I keep hearing it's a gift. It's almost like when you think of a seed and how a seed grows in the darkness. We don't see that part of the seed. We just think nothing's happening until it sprouts out of the soil. And then we realize it has a root system and it's been really working hard. You aren't going to just have this drop onto you. It's not just going to be like, here you go, that's your memories back. You need to work for this. And it's not like the divine is dangling a carrot in front of you going, if you work, you get it. No, it's more to do with tapping into your inner knowledge. But to tap into your inner knowledge takes practice. There's a need for someone here to meditate. And that is how you'll find it. Because right now they're forging forward really fast. Or somebody wants this without having to put that effort in. And that's not a criticism, it's just an observation. Because the Seven of Pentacles is about taking a pause. It's about taking a rest. Because you've worked so flipping hard. And, you know, you've cultivated from that seed, that one little seed that you planted, you've made a whole vegetable patch, or a whole tree, or a whole bush. And that's hard work. And that's why she's resting. With it this way, it's almost like it's that energy of kind of the fast-paced society that we live in, that we want everything now, and if we can't have it now, then you don't want it from that person. I'll get it from somewhere else. I want it now. And if there's someone here who wants, and I don't know if that's you, there's someone here that wants information. They want some key information. I don't know what's held in this memory, but it's like someone's racing. They don't want you to be invested in it, or they don't want you looking at it. The Chariot, they don't want you looking at it. Or they don't know how to heal, because you have the Chariot here in reverse. The Chariot is about forward motion and movement, but it's also to do with healing. And you've got the Devil underneath in reverse. They don't want you healing something, or they don't want you to have this, I keep hearing key code or an access code. I feel like it's going to turn on certain chakras in your body, and I'm not talking about the main ones, because we have up to 114, I think. And, you know, people and scholars and whoever it may be, they argue that you cannot switch all of your chakras, all of them, on at the same time. It's just impossible. You can't. I don't know if there is, because I keep hearing multi-dimensional travel. I don't know if whatever it is that's going to be given to you, this memory, this seed, this orb, whether it's an orb or a sound for you, this frequency is going to unlock. I heard your Godhead. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. It's giving me the vibes of like the all-seeing eye, or the all-seeing raven, the three-eyed raven, that's it, from Game of Thrones, where, you know, Bran can literally see into the past. He can see everything that's happening in the future, and everything that's happening in present and in the future. I'm not getting that you will be seeing all of that, but there's something here about it opening up the third eye and the crown in a particular way. Someone will have a very, very, very strong connection to Jesus. Now, I'm not Christian. I'm talking about the Ascendant Master. You take it how it resonates for you. Because I heard he walks with this person anyway, but the connection will be visible or tangible or something. I can't grasp it completely. This is wow. And you got strength, and I said that, and you got strength. Somebody's purposely blocking. It's almost like whoever it is that blocked this when you were a child, because I'm getting there was a group effort. They're now realizing what they've blocked, and they want it for themselves, or I keep hearing access codes. And someone wants it now. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. But they're going to fail. That's why with the Six of Wands in reverse, they're going to fail because it takes time. It takes you have to hone in that practice of meditation, or of healing, of stilling the mind, of setting intention of what it is that you want, how you're going to get that. And this person wants to go full-fledged ahead, or they don't want you getting it. If they can't have it, you can't have it either. There's something here about realizing who you are, or what you were made to do as well, because I don't know if when you were younger, and this is for someone specific, they try to sacrifice either you or the person you're thinking of, because the sacrifice is in reverse. It's to do with your heart space. It's something to do with unconditional love, because you demonstrate the language of your heart by actively sharing and living love. There's someone here who will be a renowned world leader when it comes to healing. Yes, because you've got here the devil in reverse. This is letting go of negativity, letting go of, I heard for some demonic possession. So I don't know if somebody's hands, I heard the touch of God or the hand of God. What is this? But someone here is going to be, I heard, a force to be reckoned with. They already are, but when they get this memory, or when they get this access code, that's it for whoever it is that's been trying to block you. And I heard they're all falling away now anyway. You have strength coming out. You also have the Three of Swords. Someone has had a really harsh life, or they've had a lot of towers in their life. But there's something that as you heal it, and I keep hearing it's focused intention through meditation or guided meditation. So this reading won't be for everyone. It will be for those who are working on meditation, or I heard periods of silence. It's almost like when you go to a monastery and they take a vow of silence. Or you can go to like a sanctuary and stay for the weekend, and you just don't speak the whole time that you're there, but you communicate in other ways. There's something about doing something like that. If that resonates and you want to go to a sanctuary, and do you, boo, seriously. But I'm feeling that it's the energy of this, of somebody really sitting with their energy and clearing something that really hurts from their heart space. I had a great torment. As you've got the Strength card, and you've got the World card, and you've got the Three of Cups. This brought in a lot of finances, or a lot of I heard love, but it was like superficial or shallow love for whoever it is that bound this person from the collective in the first place, from when they were young. And there's a great effort. There may be a not global, but there's people living in different places on the earth that were part of this. And that's why they blocked it. Someone here wants it back now. Someone here who blocked whatever this memory, this seed, this code, this orb, whatever it is, they want it back now. Even though it's not theirs, but they want it. They're realizing what they blocked. They're realizing who you are, and they're realizing who you can become if you gain this memory. You've got the Three of Cups coming out to the Ten of Wands. Yeah, they celebrated for a very long time stopping this. Queen of Cups in reverse, very manipulative. Stopping you from going forward. Failing to heal something over and over and over. Hierophant to the Five of Wands. This was also, and the Tower. I feel like someone's had a lot of towers in their life. A lot of towers. There's something about either failed marriages, failed unions, failed, just like chaos following someone, or just constantly being used to having to either move, pack up and move, or, you know, start from scratch again, or, you know, this Tower thing. Yeah, look, Seven of Wands. Someone's been very, very used to kind of having competition in their life and getting on with it. And when I say getting on with it, just kind of like, look, Eight of Cups is upside down. Continuously having to prove themselves, continuously being tested, or continuously being betrayed. And look, you've got High Priestess in reverse. Continuously having, I keep hearing packing up and starting again, or starting from scratch. You know, tower after tower after tower. And this is partly because of something that's been blocked from someone's memory from when they were young, of what happened. Because this isn't just taking away a memory of who you are and the potential that you have and those access codes, but it was also placing some sort of hex or curse or spell or binding, because I'm still seeing someone's aspect. There's a multi-dimensional aspect that has like either tape over their mouth or they're bound in some way. It was binding them. And something to do with like their perception or a wound. So they would never find fulfilling love, or that fulfilling love would always be too distant or just out of reach. And I feel like that was part of like their energy harvesting in some way. But that's why they want to get back in there, because this may be mixed together. They've kind of bound or hidden this memory of what they did to bind someone's multidimensional aspect, or to bind this person, and that memory being flung as far as they can into another dimension, not realizing that there was also these codes, whether they're light codes, whatever it is that's embedded in this memory, that actually is this gift of who you are. And they want that because it's brilliant. It's like a brilliant white. They think they can get it before you can, even though it's yours, even though it's part of your makeup. Because you've got the Hierophant to the Five of Wands to the Eight of Cups. This is like continuously putting someone in separation and in conflict, or having it so that things that manifest towards you have always been rocky or stressful, or if you have a period of peace, you know that peace isn't going to be there for very long, that, you know, you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. You got the Nine of Pentacles. It was trying to keep, yeah, and Wheel of Fortune. They were, and I feel like someone is rushing now because they've got a specific amount of time before you figure out how to heal this, or how to kind of like, I feel like someone is aligning and they're not on the timeline that they were forecast to be on. Because I'm finding as well that when I watch, like, I like to watch tarot readers as well. You know, I'm not just in my own little bubble. I love watching others because sometimes I get insight for myself on things that I wouldn't have thought of unless I get it from a different, you know, fresh pair of eyes. And I'm finding that lately, the readings that used to be really on point and like bam, 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 I'm finding parts of them resonate and others don't. And I'm like, what's going on here? Is this a message just for me? Is it for the collective? There's going to be specific people. Your timeline has changed, or your trajectory has changed. And whoever it is that bound or done whatever and hid that memory, they expected you or whoever it is that you're thinking of, whoever's in the collective, to be on a certain trajectory. And that's where the fork in the road comes. Something's changed. I heard because you've grown or you've expanded or something has already changed within you. There is alchemization within you already. And it is moving the timeline that you're on to the next higher vibrational one. This is bringing you closer to this memory either ways. The more that you are healing, the more you're pouring into yourself, the more you're giving yourself self-focus in present time, the more it's bringing you closer to finding out a technique that you need to get that frequency. And someone's freaking out here, or someone's worried about this because it exposes something. It exposes what they did. It exposes what they did. And once you have that access code, there's something about you being unstoppable. Because you have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. This person who's done it could be married. They don't have to be married. But there's also, like I said, there's a joint effort. It was more than one person that did this. I heard family members galore for someone. That won't be for all. You have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You have the Tower. You have the 5 of Wands, the Hierophant, the 8 of Cups. This was a continued effort. I don't know if they had to, like once a year or a certain, I heard that like a festival, or there's a ritual that they had to do yearly or annually, biannually, whatever, to keep this up, or to keep somebody's multidimensional aspect bound and forgetful. Rotted. Okay. I was not expecting that as the dream. I did not think that would be my dream download kind of, that's interesting, right? 7 of Wands to the Hierophant Priestess. Not the Hierophant Priestess. The married. So there's a dark high priest that is married. Because nothing that comes out my mouth is a Freudian slip. It's just, it is what it is, right? 9 of Cups. This person, this is satisfaction. They were taking some sort of energy from you. Because you've got satisfaction in reverse here, and then you've got the 9 of Cups here. They like to see you suffer. Oh my goodness. What did I say? 10 of Swords. But I feel like they know that energy has changed. I don't know if they did an offering, that sacrifice. So they done some sort of offering. And they didn't, I don't know if like someone, the offering has a candle and like they read the wax afterwards, or if it's like with the little shells and they put the shells down and it didn't read the way it usually does. But they know something's changed, and they know that something's changed within you. And they don't understand how. Because whatever it was that they did, however many moons ago, when you were a child, when you were a teen, it worked up until a point. Someone is going through a transformation that cannot be stopped, nor hell nor high water, by whoever this is, family members or not. Because I keep hearing the access codes are finally mine. Someone thought they were going to get this when they realised that they bound you, but they also had bound whatever this is that they see as such a gem. They have to have it. When they realized, they were like, shit, we need to get that. How do we get that back? Because it seems like they knew how to bind you up and, you know, get that, whatever that memory is, and fling it over the rainbow, but they don't know how to get it back because they didn't put a string on the end to pull it back in. Because they didn't think they'd need to. They literally didn't think they'd need to. Well, bully for them, right? Because the only one that can figure that out is you. And you can, but it takes effort. It's like a Rubik's Cube. You have to take time turning those pieces around until they all fit together. How are they going to do that? They're not in your brain. Change is natural and good, but yes, it can hurt. And then you have new skills, advanced training, and rapid improvements in reverse. And then you've got little brother, little sister, siblings, younger friends, and responsibility. So there's definitely someone in your family. It's for someone here, it's someone in their family. Change is natural, good, but yes, it can hurt. So for them, they were seeing it as, this change is great for us, this person in pain, or this person constantly falling down and failing when it comes to, you know, how they share their heart space, how they, you know, go out and try and heal other people and it fails, is exactly what we need, because it gives us a sense of control. That the more that we can control that person's pain or suffering, the more we're getting back. But this change, there's something coming in. And that's why you have the Three of Swords here with the Ten of Wands to Temperance. I feel like it's going to open the door and there are going to be painful memories there. But as you heal through them, that's when you get this gift. This is when you get that orb, or you get that sound, or you get that frequency, that God frequency. Because right now, they're trying to block skills. They're trying to block this advanced training and rapid improvements from coming in for you. You've even got a hair on here and they're fast, right? And it's upside down. It's upside down. They don't want you having it, because if you do, that's what I mean by it's the end for them. Because you're going to go from, I can heal in this way, to I can literally walk into a room and my aura just goes boom. I don't know why I'm getting like, you know, when you see in like those sci-fi kind of programs and someone walks past and like a flower that was dead just goes boom and comes back up again. That's the energy I'm getting for someone here. Now, that won't be for absolutely everybody watching. You've got to take it as it resonates. But for someone here, it's their Godhead, the way that they're connected to the divine. You have either, look, it's a sibling, younger friends, or responsibility. I don't know if that's somebody that done that, because if they're your sibling, unless there's a massive age difference, they couldn't have done that when you were a child. I feel like there's someone here who knows. They know more than they're saying, because you've got a magical protector is there for you and it's in reverse. I feel this is all linked. Like there's someone here also who tried to take away your protection. And maybe at some point you didn't know you were protected when you were young. And you also have here creativity, genius, writing, expression, and artistic flow is in reverse. There's definitely someone here who is jealous of the way you express yourself, how things come to you so easily. A magical protector is there for you. Even though you didn't know about this protector, has always been there for you. Find solutions in unknown places in the darkness. It was my dream download. There's a truth coming. There is definitely a truth coming. Complete commitment, but you need to be committed to figuring this out, and not just waiting for a dream download or waiting for this information. You have to seek it out. You have to seek it out. Deep, dark sea mermaid, find solutions in unknown places in the darkness. Lost magic, atonement, and rebalance. Something that's been hidden for you for a very long time. This balance is coming back in, but you have to put the effort in to find it, to hone your practice. Creativity, genius, writing, expression, and artistic flow. Oh my gosh, I love this for you. I don't know if I should continue. One more. Okay, I want to go for this one. I feel like isolation was a really big thing. Part of this is to do with isolation, or them trying to isolate you. Isolate someone here. I haven't got this deck out in a long time. To watch over you when it all seems ended. So they've been watching for a very long time to see which tower would take you down. Yeah, this is about control. They've been watching to see how far... I don't know, someone here may have not had dreams for a really long time. And it's partly because they've been blocking you. But this is the reason, why meditation is really important. For someone specific, if you have not had dreams for a very long time, or you have dreams and then you wake up and you remember absolutely nothing, you just know that you were active, some sort of meditation, guided meditation, breath work, but actual meditation, not meditative, I can't say it, meditative activities like running or swimming. Because yes, they kind of focus you in, but they focus you in on the automatic things that you want to kind of delve through. This is to do with the unconscious. Okay, this is almost like when you think of a lot of psychologists, you know, they have that poster with the iceberg and it shows your kind of subconscious, your consciousness, which is like the tip, and then your unconsciousness, which is underneath, and then you have right underneath. You're not going to find that from just rowing or boxing or swimming or climbing or whatever that is. You will only find that by deep diving, and you only deep dive when you let go of control of what the thoughts are that come in, and you get that through meditation. Okay, because when all seems ended, there is one who watches over you. There is definitely a message coming through from this white eagle ancestor spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. This, I feel like this may be the bridge that someone needs here through meditation, is actually speaking to this ancestor spirit or letting this ancestor spirit guide you. Okay, so if you are new to meditation and you're not sure about it, and every time you close your eyes it gets really busy, that's absolutely fine. Meditation isn't about having nothing there. It's literally slowing your thoughts down until they are non-constant, they're not important, where you're not interacting with them. And my tip that works for me is that when you close your eyes, you can either focus on your breathing when you feel like everything's too busy. And if that doesn't work for you instead, I visualize a triangle, upside down triangle. And when the images are passing over, if they get too busy or I start to interact with them, and when I say interact, I mean it's almost like recalling that memory and what you said in it and what they said and the feelings and stuff like that. It's gone from just passing over to you interacting. Just look back at that triangle, up at that triangle until it passes. And then the whole point is that you're watching it like a TV screen until it gets slower and slower and slower. And it gets to the point where instead of you seeing memories and thoughts, you start receiving information. Now, there is an ancestor spirit here who is watching over you. I feel like they've been with you for a very, very, very long time. For some, before you were born. They wish to help you heal something that is going to, and that's part of whatever this multidimensional aspect is holding on to, that has these access codes. But you can only get that, like I said, from effort. You need to put effort in. You have, I don't know who these people are that did this to you or the person that you're thinking of, but they're monitoring. This is why there's been so much to do with dreams at the moment, and there's been so much to do with kind of like trying to get into someone's dreamscape to see what they know, because you are an enigma. I heard you are an enigma to someone. They don't know how much you know, but they know you haven't got that access code yet. Your inner light will guide you. Shut the front door. Come on now. This is 6th house. This is Virgo as well, because I'm thinking of the Hermit. This is going inwards. Someone needs to go inwards here. Grounding as well is very important. Someone needs, I don't know if someone needs to incorporate some sort of technique into their morning, like waking routine, like when they wake up. Some sort of like guided meditation maybe to start off, or breathing technique, or just something before you even get out of bed. It doesn't even have to be that long, that you incorporate, that you do every morning, that you can extend if you have time. I can't tell you what that is because it's going to be personal for you. Tell me. I want to know more about who it is. I've already picked these up. Who is it doing this? 4 of Pentacles to the 5 of Wands. Yeah, it's going to release some sort of... It's going to release some sort of chaos that's been following you or the person you're thinking of. It's going to release this. And I keep looking at the ancestor spirit. How do we reach the ancestor spirit? Hanged One. Pausing. Pause. It's just highlighting that someone needs to do this meditative. They need to meditate. Pause. Take a minute because the 6 of Pentacles is upside down. Knight of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles. This is also to do with abundance. Your money mindset. Why? Why money mindset? This one. No, it's too rocky. I'm going to leave it here. All right, because I don't want to just be going round and round in circles, you know. But I hope that gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively know. If you are new to my channel and this resonated for you and you'd like to see more of my content, of my work, I'd love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe and the notification bell so you can see just of that and when I post. If you are a return subscriber, thank you so much, soul family. Hearts, kisses. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.